Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is David Nates and today's topic is stop feeling like you aren't good enough. Have you ever felt like you're so small and no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get a break? I mean, just looking at myself. I have a receding hairline, a big nose, I'm only 5'8", and have an accent because I'm a European living in America. English is just not my mother tongue. When I say these things, it might actually make you think that I'm uncomfortable in my skin, but it's actually the contrary. I'm speaking about this openly because everyone sees their flaws more than anybody else. Thing is, we shouldn't look at them like flaws. Our imperfections are what make us unique and beautiful. So I live in Los Angeles. The thing about the city is that a ton of people have moved out here because they want to work in the showbiz industry. This means that wherever you look, you will actually see the faces that you would normally just see on magazines, commercials, television, or even the movies. This can actually impact you psychologically and can make you feel like you aren't good enough. Literally, everybody here is talented. People are training their bodies super hard. Six-pack abs are the norm. So many people are intelligent, can sing, dance, and play instruments. Talk about triple threats. I understand that I'm giving the example of an extreme because not every place is like Los Angeles, but I've noticed a pattern where no matter where I've been throughout the world, many people will still seem insecure about themselves. We as humans tend to compare ourselves to others. It's just in our nature. The thing that's funny about me talking about all these gorgeous people is that even though they are super cool, smart, intelligent, successful, or even popular, a lot of these people have a ton of insecurities and can sometimes feel like they aren't good enough themselves. We just don't hear these insecurities straight from their mouths. Maybe a lot of these insecurities actually start out during childhood. After all, we're asked to do a lot of things as children. Study, get good grades, go to school, clean up our rooms, be polite. It seems normal as an adult, but as a child entering this world, it can be overwhelming. At least myself, when I did something silly as a child, teachers would say something along the lines as, "Oh, so you skipped school and physical education class because you wanted to play video games? Right, so if all your classmates were to jump off a bridge, you'd do it too?" As a kid, you don't really answer that question, but in my head, I usually had two answers. A, if everybody's jumping off a bridge, maybe there's a cool pool of water under that bridge. I'd love to play in that water. B, if everybody's jumping, then maybe there's a reason to it. I should do it too. Are we in danger if we don't jump? Okay, well now I'm just being silly. But in total earnestness, understanding why you're feeling a certain way is important, but it's also important to figure out a way to snap out of it by changing the way we think so that we can take steps into feeling good. Number 1, thinking something doesn't make it real. If we compare our successes or lives to the ones from the people around us, it's easy to have negative thoughts. The reality is that everyone is going through life at their own pace. It's not because somebody started a family young or that they have an amazing career before 30 that you cannot achieve that too. External factors can easily influence us. Starting young doesn't necessarily equal more success. Everybody's journey is different. Depending on what family, country, environment one grows in, it can influence how fast things can happen for us. There's always a bit of luck involved in everything. But what one must understand is that luck is created by you. If luck is a thing, then it only accounts for 1% of your success. The rest is 99% work and perseverance. Beethoven wouldn't have become an amazing composer if he didn't play hours on end as a child through adulthood. Einstein wouldn't have come up with the theory of relativity if he stayed stuck in the mindset that he had horrible grades in school. Lady Gaga wouldn't be an amazing singer if she stopped singing when her instructor told her that she would never make it because her voice breaks too much. Our internal dialogue is destroying the way that we perceive the world. Number 2, dare to dream. As humans, we're just wired to focus on the negative. Think of how somebody honking at you or cutting you off while driving can get you so mad. Usually if something bad happens, we tend to play it over and over again in our head. We need to stop doing that and rewire our way of thinking. What if we could think about the positive and in place of focusing on the negative, can place more attention on our achievements and good things that are happening in our life? If nothing good is happening at the present moment, try to remember a moment when you felt proud and happy. Maybe that time when you saw your favorite film at the movie theater, or when you received that perfect Christmas present as a child. Visualize that moment. How did it feel? What were your surroundings? Who was with you at that moment? Replace negativity with positive words such as, I'm cool, I'm worthy, I'm smart, I'm funny. Happiness is contagious, and the more you can break out of a sad pattern, the more you will remain in a more positive state. Number 3, be in the present. The sad part about negativity is that we may actually be missing out on all the signs that lead to the contrary. I'm an avid believer of meditation. I understand that it's not for everyone, but it goes back to all things in life. It's not because we're bad at something or don't see value in something the first time we do it that it's not for us. Sometimes things require 2 to 3 chances and a bit of work to become effective. Meditation is one of these things that takes time in order to find benefit out of it. But if done correctly, it can really quiet down those voices that are in our head telling us bad things. Being in the present is so important in order to better oneself. The past is the past and the future doesn't exist. Only the present is what matters. And literally slowing down to smell the roses is what will ultimately make us feel better about one's own existence. Number 4, celebrate the positives. Going back to that thought of putting less emphasis on the negatives, by actually going out of your way in order to celebrate your wins. Even in positives, sometimes we can get in that mindset of, well, that was too easy. Why would I celebrate that? But that's where people miss out on things. It doesn't matter if the win was a big one or a small one. Just take a moment to celebrate and do it with the people you appreciate. If your thing is to not really go out too much and you prefer staying home, invite people that you appreciate over and celebrate at your house with good games, food, movies, literally whatever makes you happy. Don't rely on other people to create those events and invitations. Like all things in life, it sometimes takes a bit of work. Call people, get out of your house, and simply create ways of celebrating. Realize too that you can celebrate alone. Depending on what you like to do, find something you enjoy and do that activity. It could be as simple as taking a walk on your favorite hike. The simple pleasures in life are usually much more enjoyable than the complicated ones. Number 5, figure out your triggers. Now that we know how to get into a better, more positive mindset, figure out what really actually makes you feel not good enough. Take these words from Michelle Obama. I have been at every powerful table you can think of. They are not that smart. We live in such a modern world filled with entertainment, food, things to do. We have so much technology and tools that our ancestors would have dreamt of. If you live in a modern society, chances are that you aren't in danger of living or dying on a daily basis. We don't have to hunt to eat. Food is bought in a store. We can travel the world with planes, cars, metros, buses. We take all of this for granted and say that we aren't worthy or good enough. We literally have it better and easier than all previous generations. Let's try to enjoy life. Stop comparing ourselves to others. Even the best of the best are never number one. In the end, who cares? Comparing oneself and being negative won't bring us any joy. So why even think negatively? I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. And on the last note, remember that everyone is beautiful in their own way. Different shapes, sizes, skin colors, beliefs, likes, and dislikes are what makes us all unique. Life is precious. One chance in 400 trillion of being born. Don't waste your life thinking negatively when you've already won the lottery. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.